Have you heard of Tops Cebu? It is up in the mountains. It is worth a trip up there. And we went up on a Saturday afternoon, and they have completely changed this. If you've ever been up there in the past, they have added. There's four stories and a viewing deck. Actually, it looks like 5 stories here. The first 2 stories have restaurants restaurants and seating, which is unique, is they actually have quite a bit of seating out there. A lot of times you go to malls and stuff and food courts, and during busy times there isn't very much seating. Anyway, you're up in the mountains and look around here, and yeah, quite a number of people up here. And look at the view down at Cebu City. Wow. A lot of people come up here. We were up here about 4 o'clock or so. We stayed about an hour. A lot of people were coming up because they want to view the city at night, the city lights. And yeah, they had the first 2 stories of this building, and we'll walk around, show you some of the restaurants on the first level and the second level. They had the upper levels closed off. They're not occupied yet. Waiting for new restaurants and whatever else, maybe bar or something. I don't know. Move in up there. But looking towards the south end of Cebu City metropolitan area, down that way. And yeah, let's walk. Let's walk up there and let's visit the lower level a bit, and then we'll go up to the upper level. We didn't pick the best day to go. It was very nice, climate-wise, weather-wise. Temperature wasn't bad at all, especially up on the mountain. You go up in elevation, it becomes cooler, and unless you're standing on a volcano, active volcano, of course. But anyway, there were going back down. Traffic going up wasn't bad at all. Going back down, we got partway down, and we came to a stop. And stop, mostly stop, go a little bit, go a couple feet, stop. And there was a barangay fiesta, village fiesta, 1 or 2 fiestas, Busai, area in the foothills above Cebu City. And boy, the people, you'll see later a little bit of that fiesta, and they take over. They've got a parade going on, a fiesta parade, and they take over 1 lane of a very narrow 2-lane road going up and down the mountain. So a lot of people walking. So anyway, but yeah, years ago there was just 1 level up here. And as far as food and refreshments, you had a couple people with food stands there, very informal food stands, selling just snacks and that type of thing, something to drink, snacks. But these stone pillars there, dividers, they were there in the past, but they were covered by an overhang, and they had like concrete benches in there, and you could sit in there and while away the time, whatever you wanted to do, within reason, within legal limits. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad I put this trip off for a long time. So me and my girlfriend came up here, taxi. We negotiated a price with him because we were going to a couple other places afterwards, and he was going to wait for us. So you aren't going to get a taxi just to run on a meter. Probably, he's going to negotiate. It takes a lot of extra gas going up the mountain, uphill, so far. And anyway, like I said, he waited for us an hour, and then we went back down. Then we went over to Lapu-Lapu. So I don't know what you can negotiate. Basically, it was 1,000 pesos, and I figured it was going to be 350 up at least on the meter, 350 down. So that's 700 right there. We negotiated because he was going to wait for us. We negotiated 1,000 pesos and then I paid him a little more to take us over to Lapu Lapu, because that originally wasn't in the deal, to visit some of her family. Lots of choices up here. And now we're up on the second level. If any of you have been to Top's restaurant, Top Cebu restaurant, it has moved into this location. And they've got a number of locations, a number of restaurants and locations either already active and open or being built along the road up in this Top's area as well.
Is this the Top of Cebu restaurant? Yeah. I've been here some years ago when it was different. It's changed a lot.
Yeah, we come for her last year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So anyway, there's lots of choices up here, and you could search online for restaurants up in this area. Tops, Busai, Cebu City area, and yeah, quite a bit of seating up here. So they thought ahead, they planned well. I did see there was a number of buses when we were going back down. I saw quite a number of buses that said Tops on the side. Now, I don't know if they pick up people down in Cebu, Mandaue City, Lapu Lapu area to bring them up here on a regular basis, or if that was just advertising on the buses. I'll have to look into that. I suspect that they are like tour buses that regularly there again, search online and try to find. There were a couple of different tour groups. One was a Japanese tour group, and somebody was speaking Japanese and telling them all about the history and various things about this area in the Philippines, Cebu, I guess. I don't understand or speak Japanese, so I can't tell you for sure. But yeah, what have you up here? How it has changed. They did a fantastic job of transforming this, what used to be kind of a flat, just a concrete platform up here with no services, basically, into a tourist attraction for Filipinos as well as foreigners. And yeah, at night it would be just a great view. It was a little bit hazy. I wish it was very, very clear, a little bit hazy. But you still got a very good look at the city. As far as food choices, like I said, they have other restaurants within a mile or two of this area coming up the mountain. And as far as cost, it was 100 pesos per person, plus 50 pesos to park. So they've set it up a little different. It used to be, I think, free or 10 or 20 pesos, maybe. But anyway, so it cost me 250 pesos. I paid for the taxi driver to park, of course. So 100 each for each of us. And yeah, it will be interesting when they get those third and fourth floor occupied and open to the public. But choices of food, everything from pizzas to snacks, Bo's Coffee there. Thai food, there was a Thai restaurant. There was Japanese and Korean choices. There was
By the entrance.
smoothies, other drink type items as well. And I'm sure that will expand over time, no doubt.
Elishan. Tipsy Hut. Mukrata. Sawadi. Is that Thai? Eat all you can.
Yeah. Anyway, lots of choices, and boy, there was a lot of vehicles headed this direction.
Nimoy's Grill.
So I think a lot of people, some of these restaurants would start filling up as more and more, hundreds of more people start showing up. Cars and buses and tourist vans were headed this direction.
Saladan.
As we were headed
Thai
south.
cuisine.
We brought water along. But that's the only thing we brought.
Spud rocket.
Spud rocket. Potato something or other, I guess. And yeah, I'm going to show you the part of the parade coming up that turned the narrow two-lane road into. This is going down. We're, I don't know, 2/3 of the way down the mountain, but the traffic, we were backed up for took a little over 2 hours to get what should have been maybe a 30 or 40-minute trip. So yeah, we were just stopped in the road mostly. And yeah, the fiestas are a thing in the Philippines. They when they have a parade, they take over a lane or two of the roads, and join in, enjoy it. No reason to get upset and bent out of shape. There was very little road rage. The motorbikes were coming by on both sides of us, but even there was a point where they couldn't even make progress. It was too many people walking, too much traffic, too narrow of a lane, and it would be nice if eventually they add some passing lanes, every mile or so. If they would add a quarter of a mile area for people to pass the slower moving traffic. But anyway, see you in the next video.